A quick note on removing old silicone sealant. Now, I've pretty much removed it all along here. There is still some in the gaps, but essentially I would start by using a solvent, so something like IPA, acetone, something like that. Just make sure it's not going to damage the tile or the PVC. So if you imagine there's a bead of silicone along here, I would just go along like this with this Stanley tile / window scraper, and do the same this way, and that will help loosen it up. And then you can typically peel it off. In my case, some sections just fell off basically, and others were quite stubborn, so you might end up with like this, some down in the crack. Now you can actually silicone over old silicone as long as it's clean and dry, but really if you're going to replace all the silicone, it is best practice to try and just get as much out as you possibly can. So there's a few different things you can use. You can buy this kind of silicone scraper here, which basically goes in like that. But there'll be some areas where the gap is just too tight for this tool to really reach, as you can probably see. You can also use like a very thin screwdriver like that, flathead, which can work quite well, or just a Stanley blade. But I found this little pick tool here to be quite useful because you can kind of leverage it up. Now even with this, there'll be gaps where it's just too narrow to get this pick tool in, but do you see that, how I just flicked that up from deep in that groove? And then often you can just peel it up, look, and all that was down there, this massive piece. So yeah, these pick tools work really well, but if the gap is much narrower than this, even the pick tool isn't really going to work, in which case I would just use the Stanley blade, and failing that, just kind of get it to looking something like this, and you should be good to just silicone directly over it, just as long as you've cleaned the surface down and let it dry. Do you see all these small pieces that are coming out now with this pick? So this is basically the best thing I could find just for getting these small bits out, which it's quite satisfying really. Just don't be too ham-fisted with it, because you don't want to be chipping or even at worst cracking a tile. There you go, I've broken that up quite well, and with a bit of perseverance the whole piece should come out just like that. Same along here. It is a bit time consuming, not gonna lie, but you just want to get the cleanest and driest environment possible ready for your new bead to go down. So yeah, really this does work really well. If I can find where I got it from, it was either eBay or Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description. And then before you lay your new bead down, just use a vacuum to kind of get right in there and remove all these loose bits you've taken up. Do a final wipe down. You might want to clean the actual gap with a toothbrush and some rubbing alcohol. Let that thoroughly dry. You can, if you're in a rush, use a hairdryer to like dry it off quicker, and then just lay your bead down, which I'm not going to show because I've shown that in another video. Well, once I've siliconed this, I'll probably just show the finished result. For that, I just bought this very cheap profiling tool on Amazon, which actually came with this tool here, which works reasonably well for the bigger pieces. This is probably going to need an 8mm bead, I would imagine, because it's not the narrowest of gaps, but just at the patio here to just prevent any water ingress. I'll do a bead here as well where there wasn't any before, but it would look nicer with it. So yeah, essentially this does work really well. So cheers. And there is the finished result. It's not the cleanest ever, but good enough for my application. I got a bit carried away and did all the way down there as well, including where the washing machine's going to go. So yeah, it definitely makes a big difference cleaning out as best you can before you lay the new stuff down. This is all dry now, so that's made a really solid bond. Really good stuff as well. That's dry zone silicone sealant, which is anti-mold, antifungal, waterproof. It feels really nice and smooth and easy to work with. I'll leave a link to that in the description. I did just try and use it in the bathroom, but I've got textured tiles, so my profiling tool didn't work particularly well around it. So yeah, anyway, there's the result, and I hope those tips help.